Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share. This video is going to be in response to a video I recently updated in which I showed you all a video of Tim Savage saying hold Lifetime accountable. All these women were basically lying. So let me just share this with you first before I get into that. Just look at these frauds. And I'm going to show you that clip where they're admitting all this shit is some bullshit. But they did it for the camera, no problem, as long as they felt like Lifetime was going to get them where they wanted to be.
It's their will in a sex cult.
Dave said he loved you so much.
So, somebody pulled up this tweet where they're admitting they knew this was all staged and did it for surviving R. Kelly cameras. This is the Clarys.
Locked up a few times, man. Like I said in the movie, I'll go back again if it's for mine.
Out of the Savages and the Clary, Azriel is the only one in the indictments for the sex trafficking. So just watch.
And when they want to know about the real secret of the studio, we knew it wasn't our daughter. It wasn't our daughter. You know why we stayed so adamant at that?
Because we thought it was somebody else's daughter.
Because we knew it was somebody else's child in there, and we wanted that girl out. And that police failed
to do the wellness check to let us go in there, and they said he said somebody's getting locked up. And
sorry, a wellness check don't mean you go get the police and they let you walk in somebody's shit. That's where y'all fucking confused with these wellness checks. A wellness check is really for a fucking child. You send the police over to make sure the child is okay. So if the police go over there and verify with whoever you saw that everything's all right, what the fuck you want them to do? Oh, I know. You want to go participate in this fake ass movie, do all these interviews talking about you just want to see your child, and then, oh, just keep watching. I'm finna let it all play out.
I said, I will go to jail. I need to
locked up in Chicago anyway.
I've been locked up a few times, man. Like I said in the movie, I'll go back again if it's for mine. Azriel.
But you out here banging on the door, and you know she ain't in there. Okay. So when Dominique left, she linked up with y'all and told y'all Azriel was there. Interesting. Geronda Pace sends Dominique. Dominique sends word to y'all. See how all these people are connected? They all back here passing information, they say. But she'll say, I'll go to jail for my child. Okay.
Real secret of the studio, we knew it wasn't our daughter. It wasn't our daughter.
Person, that's April. Oh my God.
So R. Kelly made you have sex with another girl? Let me call this.
Who is April? What you curse his ass out?
Now in November, they ain't had no contact with their daughter. December, they conducted this interrogation they call an intervention. And they wonder why their daughter won't come the fuck back home.
He made you have sex with another girl?
Make me have sex with her.
You want to have sex with her?
No, I didn't want to. You didn't want to have sex. Who is April?
Who is April?
Who is April?
Who is April?
She's getting older. Who is April? Why do we keep talking about R. Kelly?
She want to sit there and have a conversation with her family, and they want to record her with this bullshit intervention, then go over here and tell the world wide web that she's a sex slave being brainwashed. Okay.
R. Kelly made you have sex with another
No,
girl?
nobody made me have sex with
So
nobody.
not the way to go. I'm not telling you that you have to be like, okay, you're saying okay now because you want me to shut up because that's how you be. But I'm just saying that.
See, this is how it goes. When Tim Savage wants to manipulate the public, he get a little excited and get to releasing information. He don't realize it fucks up his whole narrative.
At the end of this, if you leave, it's the end. I had a dream. I'm trying to tell you. It was like this, and I was so surprised because I had seen a house down there, and my dream in the house was that house at the, you know when you first turn in that house, that's the first house that I saw, and I was like, oh, I thought this was your house, but it wasn't. It was this one, and it was like Joy was here, and she was wearing like all black, and you guys were here, but you guys were like, you were like yelling at her, and she was like in a, you know those black holes, and she was like swirling in it, and you were trying to get her, just like I was scared just now when you were on top of her just now. That's how it was. That's how it was. And then she was leaving, and then her dad was like yelling, and I saw her sister, and the little one was like, she was like, Joy, come back, please come. I had seen a house down there, and my dream in the house was that house at the, you know when you first turn in that house, that's the first house that I saw, and I was like, oh, I thought this was your house, but it wasn't. It was this one, and it was like Joy was here, and she was wearing like all black, and you guys were here, but you guys were like, you were like yelling at her. And she was like in a, you know those black holes, and she was like swirling in it, and you were trying to get her, just like I was scared just now when you were on top of her just now. That's how it was. That's how it was. And then she was leaving, and then her dad was like yelling, and I saw her sister, and the little one was like, she was like, Joy,
who would want to go home to listen to this bullshit?
come back, please come back, come back. And she was like, no, and she left, and she never came back. That is freaking me out.
She don't have a dream that she found her in the woods murder years ago.
You know when I had this dream? Last night. And what was the last time I talked to you? Last night. It's two coincidences that I'm in this same, and I saw that.
You just talked to her last night, but she ain't got no phone. So let me follow you to another drop. Remember when I asked y'all, isn't it odd that Joycelyn is posting photos of R. Kelly sleep? Azriel and Joycelyn already told you their parents wanted them to blackmail R. Kelly from jump. So maybe that's what they went in there to do. But they had a change of heart. Nobody's bashing them, I see. Y'all don't think that's odd. They got this photo of him asleep. But their daughter can't have no phone, no way to communicate. They hadn't seen her. Even though they made those allegations in November and recorded her on video in December, wondering why she wouldn't come back, because they with the shit. So fast forward. They go on a Lifetime with these pilots. They wanted their own little family show. But guess what? Lifetime ain't studying their motherfucking ass. They want the money. R. Kelly. They got 20 years worth of bullshit articles led by Jim Derogatis, Dream Hampton, and this other chick, I can't even recall her name right now, but you got them frontlining the negative publicity about R. Kelly, and nobody in his camp shutting it down like they should have. Like any other celebrity, like 50 Cent, for example, who ended up suing Tierra Marie for her bullshit. It's just that simple. You don't have to call and make no threats to nobody. Okay?
How we got people like Me Too Movement who played the role to get a part of a goddamn TV series to be their name affiliated with it, and I ain't get a phone call. Neither did you from Tanya Burks. So let's stop making people false heroes. And I'm not saying that about anybody, because not the nation, because I know Minister Farrakhan, you know, he definitely spoke. I think he had a private meeting with him. Nobody really know what the depths of the meeting went, but I know he did have a meeting with him. But these other ones that was a part of Lifetime and all this shit, we need them. We need them to step up and them to each other as black people. That's it. For fame and fortune. That's it.
I want to say this, Lo, and I don't mean to cut you off. I got to say this. I got to say it. I see who? Tasha Unwind on here. I see you. You're a good person. I want to see all these other bloggers that's on here.
Look, Angelo couldn't even keep a straight face with that shit.
I want you to take what I'm going to say to you right now. Right now. You got a big platform. I really need for you to hear me clearly. I need everyone who said what happened on that Lifetime documentary. Hold them accountable. Hold Lifetime accountable. Hold Blue and Mary accountable. Hold these people accountable to make sure these people can go on Lifetime and say what they said happened. Hold these people accountable and make sure they talk to Kim Fox. Make sure they talk to Carl Howard. Make sure they talk to Homeland Security. Make sure they talk to the FBI. These people are waiting on to hear from you. From my knowledge, some of them have not heard from you. And if you haven't talked to them, well, shame on you.
They didn't talk to them because they didn't want to go make no false reports, dum-dum, like you did. And that's what they're so desperately trying to cover up right now. They want everybody held accountable. Okay, I want to start with you. I want to start with Angelo. I want to start with all y'all who had a plan to defame R. Kelly's character and risk giving him due process. Period.
Because you're out here preaching and saying that you have talked to them. And it's not fair to young woman that's been up by this man. So please, if you have anything to say, I've named out a couple agencies that you need to go and talk to on Monday morning and let them know what you know, and then we can move forward as accordingly. Because guess what?
So the same person that brought this book, Confessions, what is it, Daddy's Little Freak? Same person that brought this book for the pilots of this docuseries also initiated the investigations, also initiated in planting these stories with the bloggers such as Tasha K. So back to what you said, Tim Savage, hold everybody accountable. Sound like a whole list of lawsuits need to be coming. So let's pause right there.
I've been knowing him 30 years before I came into his camp, worked with him. And I don't want to say I was in his camp. I was the outsider that was consulting and advising him, on things that made his operation dysfunctional, his brand dysfunctional. So it's smoke and mirrors, man. But the folks should be focusing on. I've not heard once anybody mention their names. So it's working. It's working that nobody's mentioning Bill David or June Brown or Cheryl Mack or I put the names out because I want people to start looking into these folks. Linda Mintz, Jones, Diane. These are names that people should be looking into because these are the folks that turned that evidence over to the Homeland Security. When Rob realized that they were stealing from him and he was coming after the asses. And they kept his world dysfunctional, so no one would protect him. I mean, if you're wondering how he had security around him all those years, drivers, these are the folks that we're gathering to come back and tell the story of how his world was so dysfunctional, but that was created by the people who ran his brand. And that's your Daryl Davis, that's your Barry Hankerson, that's your Jones, Renders, I can go on and on, Hardy, all those.
Okay.
Those are the ones.
Now check this out, Don. I want to ask some questions, right? Because they all right. Now, first of all, Hollywood Next said, run her motherfucking check too, since we all working for your ass. I'm just gonna make you, because Cass was on.
So I just paused the little shade because That be why people say that, is because y'all be going so hard to just throw people under the bus. But I'm gonna get to the point in listening to this live, because from the beginning I've said this, starting at Barry Hankerson, starting at Daryl McDavid, starting at all these people. They have let him and misled him with the business. And if you ask me, the more I start to investigate these things, I'm starting to side-eye these women. Like, were you even really with R. Kelly? You might have one picture with him, be on the stage with him a couple times, but if you were in a year-long relationship, why are those the only pictures circulating? It almost make me think y'all were really sleeping with these security guards, these people letting y'all in. Daryl McDavid has, I think, 2 babies, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2, with a woman he met who was underage. So again, it's a lot of shit that was going on behind the scenes. I would agree with Dawn on that. My thing is, the reason why people fail to realize why Cash gets so upset, because the things she said she saw behind the scenes made her question Dawn. And the fact that specific individuals tried to run her off the road and are putting out false narratives, such as she's in witness protection, because they don't want her to release certain information. Even with the Phases Live, with Angelo reaching out to her. All that is questionable. But what y'all fail to realize is, I'm not here to defend any fucking body. I'm just listening to what they talking about. Period. And what they talking about is leading me deep into some real fuckery. And instead of getting on my platform and keep focusing on people who I'm not supporting, as everybody else seems to like to do, I'm just following the drops. Following the drops. But anyway, let's go.
There talking all that shit, man. Let me tell you, we were listening to Phases Live last night, and she was talking so fast, and I don't know if anybody was paying attention, but I was paying attention. The minute she...
But I'm going to pause right here, and then I'm going to fast forward, because this ain't even relevant. But the reason why she was talking so fast, which some of you don't fail to realize, is, let's go. Her book was put out. Once she started to feel some type of way about the reception of it, she pulled that book off the market. And somehow that book was put back on the market. But because she holds the copyright, she was made aware of this. Okay? Let's pay attention. The $1,500 Amazon book? Yeah, like I said, they've been trying to publicly extort and shake this man down, but nobody wants to talk about it. And because she wrote this book that has made people look at him in a negative light, you fail to realize that the book alone, the publishing rights, will automatically let you know Surviving R. Kelly is a crock of shit, and it was used purposely as propaganda to defame R. Kelly's name. Now, the problem in which I was looking at Dawn, questionable, which I still am, because I don't give a fuck. I don't trust nobody that say they were in that camp, because if they seen all this shit they say they seen, and then I'm listening to the people that ride for them so hard keep putting out these bogus ass stories trying to imply that Rashonda is the girl in the tape, that Rashonda is testifying, and even making articles saying that he is guilty because of this admit song. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm not finna go with what the fuck you saying. I don't give a fuck if you on payroll or not. The way you moving is fucking questionable. Period. So you don't go and attacking people, and every time people see that she's on live, they intentionally bring up Dana J and Dawn. And if you go back to the very beginning of Cash's interview, before she got upset, she clearly makes it known she wants to say nothing bad about neither party. Her interview was not supposed to be about them. She had a whole fucking line of questions that were not asked because people were allowed to get her bothered. Mission accomplished, but it's okay because I got the scoop. Okay.
Don. Yeah, okay, get back on, man. Yeah, they say I work for you, we a clique, we doing this and doing that. But you know, they always use that Don Russell narrative to throw everything.
Nope. sorry, gotta interrupt. Last time I checked, as I told y'all before, it took me months to come across this Don Russell person. You wanna know why? Because as I pointed out to you, according to the reports, it was Don Russell who went from being assistant to a manager who nobody knows who the fuck he is. So ain't nobody been trying to focus on the motherfucking Don Russell. People been wondering why the hell the newspapers mentioning Don Russell name, but arrest Mason. It made no sense. The only person that come in here with this Don Russell confusion shit was people intentionally trying to throw the blame, which ain't gonna get nobody no fucking word.
Before I came into his camp, work with him. I don't want to say I was in his camp. I was the outsider that was consulting and advising him, on things that made his operation dysfunctional, his brand dysfunctional. So it's smoke and mirrors, man. The people that folks should be focusing on. I've not heard once anybody mention their names. So it's working. It's working that nobody's mentioning Bill David or June Brown or Cheryl Mack or I put the names out because I want people to start looking into these folks. Linda Mintz, Jones, Diane. These are names that people should be looking into because these are the folks that turned that evidence over to the Homeland Security. When Rob realized they were stealing from him and he was coming after their asses. And they kept his world dysfunctional, so no one would protect him. I mean, if you're wondering how he had security around him all those years, drivers, these are the folks that we're gathering to come back and tell the story of how his world was so dysfunctional, but that was created by the people who ran his brand. And that's your Daryl Davis, that's your Barry Hankerson, that's your Jones, Renders, I can go on and on, Hardy, all those. Okay. Those are the ones.
Now check this out, Don. Now, I want to ask some questions, right? Because they on me
every time. Those videos, the audio tapes of the Savages. She got it. She was, her nature. She's a manipulator. She can weasel her way into any room.
So even though people have the perception that she was working for the Savages, do your research. You will come to find she's an editor at Hip Hop Weekly. She wrote the book before meeting R. Kelly. Sad. Oh, y'all could be mad, but think of all the other people that wrote books similar. Confessions of a Video Vixen, for example, where she's a 16-year-old dancer, a porn star, and groupie professionally. So y'all keep getting on her lives and shit. Why you write the book? Nah, don't trust her. And wonder why she get aggressive and she go off. Again, I feel like that's all intentional. Because then he gonna go on to say that Cash was given a whole lot of information about the Savages. Because she started to realize as she's dealing with these families trying to negotiate seeing their child as they keep portraying they want to do, they're doing counterproductive shit. And they're chasing a bag. So she's trying to put the information out there. And according to her, nobody was acting on it. So that's when she started to move to the side. But go ahead and just keep thinking what you want to think. Sounds a little bit coincidental how these narratives keep being flipped and flopped.
And get people to break down and talk to her. So I use her for that. I mean, she was the person that was out there at the events. And the Savages was working with at one point. Clarice was working with at one point. Lifetime was working with. She said that out her own mouth. So when she would go in these places, she just recorded everything. I mean, they would send her schedules like the schedule that I got, the list of events that were happening the day of, I guess the weekend that they were planning this Surviving Live. She felt all that time. I mean, so she had this knack for getting in people's lives and them opening up and telling us stuff. She just recorded it. Her cousin. So when she realized that everything was, this shit was all lies, bullshit, that's when she reached out to the other side. She contacted another guy inside her who wasn't passing the information over because he was trying to fuck her. And then I guess she realized that the intel that she was providing us with wasn't making it, we weren't using it. So then she reached out to me on Facebook, and I was the only way I communicate. I don't have a Twitter page. I don't have a.
So let me stop you right here real quick. So you saying Cass reached out to you first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Through Facebook.
Alright, so if y'all want to watch the rest of that video, I just wanted to prove that point. Y'all all on this hate Cash train, but again, y'all fail to realize she went in there just like any other journalist would have went in after seeing 1,000 fucking articles about R. Kelly being this monster, abusing all these women. That'll pique a journalist's curiosity. The same way it piques these bloggers' curiosity to keep doing these motherfucking interviews. When last time I checked, the responsibility goes on the interviewer. That's why I don't put people on my channel like that, for the simple fact you need to do a background check. You need to get your questions in order first. You don't let your subscribers get on here and intimidate the people you need answers from. Okay? Now let's go back. Surviving R. Kelly was a fictional movie based off a fictional book. Do some research on it. It was out. It was pulled. Somebody bought a large amount of books. And guess what they did? They put it on Amazon. And it sold 952 copies before it was put online. Let's hypothetically say you don't want to believe nothing that comes out of Cash's mouth. It's your prerogative. But go look up the copyright. Because once they pull the copyright for the book, that tells you the fucking author. End of discussion. So if Geronda Pace went and testified to the grand jury that that book is her story, she lied. True enough, Cash told me that she had help writing the book, but she's still the author, as you can see. Employed by Rachel Eve Desjardins. If y'all want to look her up, I hadn't got to that yet. But the point in this is, be productive. Stop playing. Daddy's Little Freak was wrote by Cavante Jones, a.k.a. Cash Jones. Surviving R. Kelly was a pilot from that book. Surviving R. Kelly frauded America. And the way I'm sitting here having to break down all these facts, I might need to sue they motherfucking ass myself. This emotional distress. I done had some stories go down in my life, and this is just a trigger for me, so I can imagine every other woman who's had traumatic experience that have been exposed to this bullshit and given the impression it was real. Y'all keep saying Dana J is the problem. This person is the problem. This person is the problem. Half of y'all are the motherfucking problem. Because if you think these people ain't watching what the fuck is going on and trying to figure out ways to fuck it up because they don't want their little dirty little secrets exposed, you're a fucking fool. People keep saying why people ain't... Let's, for example, Yo Gotti is from Memphis, Tennessee. Do you think any motherfucking protester can come to Memphis, Tennessee, protest and get his shit shut down? Fuck no. So you're going to have to miss me when all these people get on the internet talking about R. Kelly don't need no help outside Chicago. Y'all fucking kidding me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to these facts. So stay tuned when I go in deep with this Daddy's Little Freak book. Because I do have a few corrections to make. Come to find out, the reason Cash Jones ended up meeting or getting into the R. Kelly camp is very easy. The people in his camp allowed a lot of fuck-ups. Maybe they weren't doing what they supposed to do. And maybe they were indulging in a little bit of behavior themselves. And guess what? When you do that, and a woman wants some money, she don't have to sue the bodyguard when she can sue the celebrity. Just a thought. Have a great day.